Labour's Kate Hoey. Why did you do it?
Well,
Save the government.
When I was going into the lobby, I wasn't going in to support the government. I was going in to support two very sensible amendments. One which was basically saying that we shouldn't allow the EU to dictate to us when we leave our VAT rates. You know, that would just mean that we couldn't do any of the things that we've already said we wanted to do, like removing VAT off tampons, for example. And then the other one was the whole question of if we're going to be collecting taxes for the EU, then they should be reciprocating that. So they were actually very sensible, and just, you know, you said they were put down by hard Brexiteers. The one in Northern Ireland, which I had signed, was being moved by Lawrence Robertson, who's not exactly.
Sure, but well, it's sport. I mean, we do have this picture of you conferring with Steve Baker. We'll show it to you in a minute.
Oh, there's Dennis Skinner, and we're all chatting. Caroline Flint, yes.
Yeah.
Steve Baker comes up, says hello.
Yeah. And,
we do talk to each other.
Well, I know, but Steve Baker's just resigned from the government, and you appear to be discussing tactics with him.
Do you think Dennis Skinner's discussing tactics with the Tories?
That wouldn't surprise me.
Would it? Wouldn't it?
Well, what, you could tell us. What were you doing?
No, honestly, I mean, people chat all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
people know me well enough now. I make up my mind when I think I'm doing the right thing. I don't do it because I'm being told by anybody. Yeah,
I mean, I've been looking at the website of Vauxhall Labour.
They're loving it, yeah.
Here's one post. You know what to do. She's actively harming her constituents' interests, supporting the extreme right and ignoring all the credible evidence which points to a hard Brexit being a disaster of epic proportions.
Yeah, you see, this is the very sad thing now, that we've got into the situation where you're not allowed to have views or opinions without being absolutely reeled as being, extreme right wing.
Is heavily pro-European, isn't it?
But a lot of, I see my constituents daily. A lot of these tweets and so on are from what I call activists and people who are not even in the Labour Party. But the reality is that a lot of inverted commas, ordinary people in Vauxhall just want us to leave, and those who did vote to leave in Vauxhall, remember, a third of people in Vauxhall voted to leave. They want us to get on with it too.
The other 2/3 didn't.
Yes, but
they're going to have a trigger ballot, apparently, in your constituency, Labour Party,
they don't even need to do that.
Deselect you.
Well, they have to make, the National Party will make decisions in all the reselections. I've always said that I'm very happy to be, to have. I don't think trigger ballots are the right way. I think every member should automatically have a vote on whether they want to have their MP reselected. I don't think it should be a matter of so many majority of wards deciding. I think every member should. So I'm very happy and relaxed about that.
How do you feel about the vote you will have to wind up Parliament early?
Oh, well, I think we should, the government should not have timetabled it to next Tuesday and now changing their mind because it looks like they're trying to avoid something. I actually think it's because there's very little business, and we weren't on a 3-line whip, we were only on a 1-line whip. But if we're voting, I'll vote to stay to next Tuesday.
Why?
Well, because there are a lot, apart many of my diary's full for the 2 days, so everybody's busy anyway. There's lots of committees now that wouldn't happen. There's people who've got adjournment debates. Parliament was meant to... Why
do you think they're doing it? Do they think they're doing it because she's in trouble?
Well, I think that's probably what some people would think, but actually I genuinely think, I heard some of my own colleagues last week saying, isn't this ridiculous? We're on a 1-line next Monday and Tuesday. Why on earth are we staying on to Tuesday? But the problem is there are adjournment debates, there are committees, and I think we should be carrying on as normal.
What about the decision to fine vote leave, record fine today? You were
initially
associated with vote leave.
As you well know, I was never on any of their committees or boards of Leave EU either. I basically did my usual thing of working with people I wanted to work with, being independent, going out campaigning for a vote to leave. I think, to be honest, I think the Electoral Commission's been incredibly biased. I mean, you look at the Remain money. They've never looked into any of the work.
They are currently looking into it.
Well, I hope they are, because there's been an awful lot of money spent. And if you look at the original, I think they're talking about £500,000 overspent.
But surely this is just
£500,000 overspent, and yet £9 million of government money, taxpayers' money, yours and mine, was sent out with a leaflet that went out to everybody.
Yeah, which was a leaflet putting both sides of the argument.
And that it didn't actually. But that leaflet said, and it's very important to remember, we will accept the vote of the British people. So those people who are asking for another referendum are going against not just the manifestos, but against what the original leaflet the government, the Prime Minister put out.
It sounds like this is whataboutery. You're saying it's fine to break the rules.
No, I'm not saying it's fine to break the rules, but I want to see even-handed.
But they did break the rules, you accept that?
I don't know whether they broke the rules. I haven't seen the evidence, and I understand that people weren't even invited.
There's a report
people
there.
weren't even invited to give
No, they
give
were.
evidence.
They were invited 5 times
well,
and they didn't
according
turn
to
up.
the former chair, Gisela Stewart, they weren't invited.
OK.
I don't
Hoey,
know, but I mean...
Good to see you. We're going to have to stop it there. Thank you very much indeed. That's all from All That Politics for today. Please join us again tomorrow.